Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I let a few of y'all come in and then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to give some shout outs to the early birds. Let's see what we got. Love Lace is number one. Love Lace coming in hot. What's up, Love Lace? Family, this is a cold-blooded one right here. Also, this is going to be a short live. I just wanted to drop this on y'all and remind you to, keep your antennas up, man, because it's going down around here. We got Fieldford. What's up? What's up, Caprice? Brian Jeter. What's up, Brian? Slim Folk. Portland, Oregon is in the building. Felicia G. Miller is in the building. Manny Connie. What's up? Celestial. Who's that? Chimmy. What's up, Chimmy? Jimmy. Marcus Simmons. Okay, I'm going in, fam. Let me put a picture up right quick of this guy. This is cold-blooded, fam. This gonna make you hot right here. This gonna really run you hot. Family, this is cold-blooded right here. This is Christopher Capessa. Christopher died on July 1st, 2019 in Fern Hill, South Wales. Authorities in the United Kingdom claim that no racism occurred in the death of Christopher, who was pushed into a river. According to the BBC, Christopher drowned after he was pushed into the River Cannon in Rhondda Cannon Taff, South Wales, by a 14-year-old boy. Sky News reports that the Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, admitted there was enough evidence to charge the boy with manslaughter, but concluded, get this, there was no public interest to prosecute him and called the incident a foolish prank. There was no public interest to prosecute the boy, and they called it a foolish prank. And just like that, in South Wales, they show you how to get away with murder. You can actually get away with murder as long as the public is not interested in the case. Basically what they're saying. If the public is not interested, if they don't think that you should be prosecuted, then you don't get prosecuted. Wouldn't that be amazing if that worked in the United States like that? My bad, at one point, it did work in the United States like that. And to some degree, it still does, but not as much as it used to happen. Remember back in the day when Black folks had zero power in the United States of America, and people could just kill Black people and nothing would happen. They could kill Black people. You could go in and you could take their homes. You could take their land. You could rape their women, their children. You could rape the man of the house. You could do whatever you wanted to. And invariably, there would be no public outcry. There would be no public interest in justice being served. So the killer would just go right on with his life after wrecking someone else's life, murdering a human being. And they just go home, go to sleep, wash the blood off, get a nice little meal, get some sex from their woman, and go to bed, good night's sleep, no fear, prosecution, police ain't knocking at the door, nothing. Get up, go to work, and brag about it. What's going on in South Wales? This is Christopher's mother. She couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe that they said that there was sufficient evidence, but they would not prosecute. Now check this out, family. Christopher was the only Black child in a group of kids playing by the river. But CPS claimed they found no evidence of racism or bullying. Family, look, I'm going to call a strike and a ball. I'm not going to be silenced so anybody can be comfortable. But I just find it very interesting that every time we hear about a case of a group of kids playing together or a group of people together and a Black person ends up getting killed when there's a group of white people and one Black person, how when somebody gets killed, it's always the Black person who gets killed. There's so many cases like this where you have a group of people, sometimes grown people, together, and it's all white people and one Black person, and the Black person ends up dead. I have yet to see a group of people hanging out, children or otherwise, hanging out, kicking it, and the majority, well, not the majority, but all of the kids in the group are Black and one white kid or one white person, and the white person ends up dead. I ain't seen no cases like that. Why is that? The police initially told Christopher's family that he slipped and fallen into the river, and there were no suspicious circumstances attributed to his accidental death. However, it was later determined that he was pushed, and CPS sent Christopher's mother, Alina Joseph, a letter noting there was sufficient evidence to prosecute the boy for manslaughter, but they had declined to do so on public opinion. She later accused the CPS and the South Wales police of failing to properly investigate her son's death during an interview with the ITV News back in 2020. A prosecution is not in the public interest, the letter read. The subject was 14 years of age. Ooh, fam, y'all, this is gonna run you hot. Listen to this, family. This is the letter the prosecution wrote. The subject was 14 years of age at the time of the alleged offense. The subject is described as mature and intelligent for his age and has a good school record without any issues of bad behavior recorded. So basically, if you are smart and you make good grades in school, you can kill somebody and get away with it if you can kill a lesser person who they may deem to be not so smart. You can just kill somebody as long as you're smart and you're intelligent and you ain't had no bad behavior problems. In South Wales, apparently you can kill somebody and get away with it. Apparently, the Crown Prosecution Service operates justice based on, they apply justice based on, or they pursue justice based on public opinion. I wonder if somebody knocked off a CPS agent, would it matter what the public thought? Would they just case close, or would they try to get the family some justice? The mama said she didn't expect them to come and tell her they found sufficient evidence, and then tell them that there's nothing that they can do about it. They're going to try to protect the individual because his life or his future is more valuable as opposed to Christopher's life. Detective Chief Inspector Matt Powell led the police investigation and claimed that comparisons to the murder of Stephen Lawrence on social media led to racism claims in Christopher's case. As you can recall, Stephen Lawrence was a teenager who was murdered in a racially motivated attack in London in 1993. And Powell claimed that Christopher drowned as a result of child's play, and there was no evidence at all that racism was a contributing factor. Neither I nor my team uncovered any evidence of race having played a role. Did you really want to uncover any evidence of race playing a role? And who did you ask? The other white boys who were in attendance? What were they going to say? Yeah, it was racially motivated. Were they going to implicate themselves? Allegedly, according to The Guardian, a judicial review of the case in 2022 upheld the Crown Prosecution Service's decision not to prosecute. The authorities' handling of the case is currently under investigation by the Independent Office for Police Conduct. Well, you know how that goes. We have investigated ourselves for wrongdoing and have concluded that we have done nothing wrong. You know how that goes. The director for the CPS, that's the Crown Prosecution Service, his name is Stephen Parkinson. Let me see if I can find a picture of this uncivilized mutt. Stephen Parkinson. Let's see. Apparently there's a lot of Stephen Parkinsons. Okay, I think I'm getting closer. This looks like him. Okay, I got him. See if I can get him up on the screen. See, it's important that these monsters be revealed. You got to expose them because they count on not being exposed. They count on nobody caring about this case. That's him. That's the head of CPS, Stephen Parkinson. This is the guy that chose not to prosecute the white kid who pushed the black kid into a river and caused him to die. So you can just kill people and it don't matter. There's no punishment whatsoever. There's no repercussions whatsoever. You can just kill people in Wales. All right, so killers. You want to kill somebody, go to Wales. You want to kill somebody and get away with it? Well, yeah, I guess you can do that in the United States, but man, they're pretty out front. They're pretty outspoken about how they go about business in Wales. They straight up said that they're not going to prosecute based on the fact that there's not enough. That's not that there's not enough, but there is no public interest in the case. Since there's no public interest in the case, the murderer of Christopher Capessa in Fernhill, South Wales, according to Crown Prosecution Service, the Crown Prosecution Service will not be prosecuted. Going into the comments. Woo, banger, what's up? What's up, Belinda? Sigma Mindset. Monica Smith, what's up? Ready to rock. And this goes to show you, fam, that racism is a problem all over the world. Don't be fooled by the UK when y'all see these big horses and the big gates, you know, the Buckingham Palace and the Prince and all of this, you know, they're looking all pompous and everything is flowery, and don't get fooled by none of that stuff, man. You got to understand how them people got all of those riches. And you got to understand how they're maintaining it. It's a whole lot of blood on the hands of the UK. Whole lot of blood. Don't get it twisted. They are just as vicious as these United States of America. That's right. I said it. They are just as vicious. They have done some really vicious things throughout history. And every time America got a war to fight, every time they want to squabble with somebody, actually they sitting Britain in first. They troops go in first. That's right. They're always right there fighting. America just get all of they just get all of the press. But Britain, they right there in it. They right in the mix at all times. They were right in the mix with slavery. They've been there and they still doing sneaky and dirty, low down, uncivilized mutt things. That's where America got her behavior from. Remember, y'all, they sent their worst to America to build or to force Black people to build America. They sent their worst from Europe to America to take over, to rob, rape, steal, pillage, brutalize, and everything else. So I'm not surprised that they would do something like this. This is just one of the stories that made the news. Just one of the stories that made the news. It's cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. Corey Brown, what up? Brixton Babe. He's not the only one. The same thing happened to a little Black girl too. Yeah, Yeah, this happens all the time. See, and this also gives them incentive to continue to do these type of things. You think those other little kids didn't see that he killed a black boy and got away with it? You think they're not watching? You think that every time a white person or anybody just kill a black person and just walk scot-free just because there's not public interest, you think the next killer ain't sitting back thinking, ooh, I can get me a free kill. All I gotta do is make sure they're black and I can get away with a kill, because the public ain't really interested in seeing black people get justice. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Appreciate you, man. Hey, look, I gotta go, fam. I appreciate y'all for joining the live. I did want to cover this story. It caught my attention. I do hope that Christopher eventually gets justice. I hope his mother eventually gets justice. Maybe it'll take a new prosecutor to come in at some point. This guy, the current prosecutor, he's Stephen Parkinson, has shown that he's incompetent. He's incapable of being fair and impartial and doing his job in such a manner. So it's going to take somebody else to come in and do the job. Hopefully this is not the last of it. I want the mother to keep fighting and just keep reaching out. At some point, if you keep fighting, just, keep in mind the squeaky wheel gets the most oil. I know for me, when it comes to justice, I'll never give up. I'll never stop fighting for mine. I'll never give up. I'm going to go get that justice one way or another. I said, I'm going to go get that justice one way or the other. Take it how you want. No more talk.